ورسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول كل بدعة ضلالة.
And indeed, from those means that will bring about love between the believers and bring their hearts together is to spread the salam, to say Assalamu alaikum. For this reason, the Prophet ﷺ said, spread the salam and you will love one another. Meaning that you extend salam to others. And this is from the adabul Islam, or this is from the manners of Islam and the etiquette of Islam. That the young person gives salam to the older person. The one who is walking past gives salam to those who are stationary or sitting. The one who is riding gives salam to those who are walking. Those who are fewer in number give salam to those who are many in number. So the one person that passes a group, it is the one person that initiates the salam. So all this is about initiating the salam. So the one who enters gives salam to those who are present, who are already seated. The young person initiates the salam to the older person. The one who is passing by gives salam to those who are seated, and so on. So the few give salam to the many. This is from the adab of al-Islam that we should cultivate in ourselves and in our children. And that is that we say, and we say with a clear voice, and we say openly so that the believers can hear when you address them. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you and the mercy of Allah and His blessings. So when a person says this, he earns the love of the one that he has given salam to. And he earns the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when the salam is given in complete form, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. So these three are mentioned, all three. Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, wa rahmatullahi, and the mercy of Allah, wa barakatuh, and His blessings. By saying these three words, he has gathered for himself 30 hasanat, or 30 rewards. Why? Because for each of those words that he has said, there is 10 for him. So in that, barakallahu feekum, there is blessings for you, there is reward for you, and there is, something that enters into your heart of love for one another. And this salam and the giving of salam is from the outward signs of the religion. It is from the outward signs of the Muslims, male and female. And the Prophet ﷺ, that he guided the believers to extend the salam. Is it permissible to give salam, a man to give salam to a woman? Yes. A woman to give salam to a man? Yes, it is permissible. As long as there is not in that any frivolity or any bad intent. There's no harm in that, barakallahu feekum. So even if it is, like for example, you walk into a shop, a sister walks into a shop and there's a Muslim male who's there behind the counter, for example. So you purchase what you purchase and you put it on the counter. You can see clearly he's a Muslim. Is he allowed to give salam? She's a woman and he's a man. Yes, it is. Assalamu alaikum. Or Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It is allowed. Barakallahu feekum. And there is no evil intent in that. And there is no suspicion upon either of them in that regard. Barakallahu feekum. Because this is something amuman, meaning in generality, that puts that mahabba shar'iyya. Remember that this is the love that is legal and lawful between the believers, that keeps the brotherhood of the Muslims together, so that they help each other, they aid each other, they support each other when they are in need. This is something that is within it khair, my sisters. Between yourselves especially, more so. At a conference or at a gathering or at a dars, or when you meet each other, or that you pass each other in the street, that you give salam to each other. And this is more worthy between Ahlus Sunnah. Because Ahlus Sunnah, that they love each other for the sake of Allah and because they are upon the Sunnah. The Amatun Nas, then of course we give them salam. And when they give us salam, we rad the salam, we return the salam. But if we do not give salam amongst ourselves, in our households, in our families, amongst the sisters, in durus, in classes and so on, then that is a huge negligence on our behalf. That is a terrible affair, that we don't give salam to each other, or we don't give salam, the husband doesn't give salam to his wife, or the wife doesn't give salam to her husband. Or that it is whispered and it can't be heard, or it is a mumble, as if it is embarrassing to give salam. Sometimes when Muslims are amongst kuffar, that they won't give each other salam because they're shy in front of the kuffar. What is there to be shy about with respect to this excellent and noble and tremendous religion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon us as a bounty from Him? Even if you're amongst the kuffar, Assalamu alaikum ukhti. Peace be upon you, my sister. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let the kuffar hear. And if the kafir hears it, maybe one day the kafir will say to you, Assalamu alaikum. And it is permissible to return the salam to the unbeliever who initiates the salam. So if they say Assalamu alaikum to you, you can say Wa alaikumus salam, as Shaykh al-Albani has said, with the full sentence. Unless there is something in their speech that is hidden from you, that it is unclear to you, that they mumble something, then you can just say Wa alaik, and upon you too, because you don't know. Maybe as the Prophet, as the Jews did to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Assalamu alaikum, that may you be poisoned. So then, when Aisha radiallahu anha became angry and she invoked the curse of Allah upon them, he said, "Oh Aisha, just say to them Wa alaikum." That is sufficient. So if they intended evil, then back upon them, and if they intended good, then back upon them. Barakallahu feekum.